Hello, teachers and parents. Welcome to Homeschooling with Hera. Are you struggling with the buzzwords like creative writing, descriptive writing, and story writing? Do you want to teach all this to your kids, but you don't know where to start, what to teach, how to start, how to plan your lessons? So, watch today's video and do watch it to the end because at the end of the video, I'll give you the solution for all of your creative writing problem thingy. Right, so let's check out today's video. In today's video, I'll share with you one of my lesson plans which I did in my creative writing kids workshop. It was not a workshop, it was a batch of 2024, and the age of the kids in that group was 10 to 12. Okay. Moreover, before teaching this lesson or before having them do this thing, I trained them earlier. If you want to see the videos on the topics that you should do before doing this in your class, check the description box where you'll find some videos about description through senses, how to prepare kids to reach to the level of today's lesson, and also you will find a free kids session that I did on YouTube about setting descriptions. So do check out that. But before going there, let's quickly check out today's video and the lesson that I'm sharing with you today. So you might already know that in creative writing classes, I follow the 4T model, which is given by the VCOP system. If you don't know about these things as well, just stay to the end of the video. I'll explain everything. The first thing is to set a target. My target is description through senses. Teach what I'll teach. I'll teach them what are story settings. They already know about this, but I'll just brush up on this. And then description through senses. This is another thing that they already know, but I will just brush up on these two things. Then I'll give you time to talk with their peers. I can send them to breakout rooms, or can simply ask turn to your partner and they can describe their room or their living room or bedroom or whatever you can select for them, but they have to talk about the description of that thing. At the end, we have a task, individual task for kids, where they will describe the setting of a park where a UFO is landing. And this is what I'm going to tell you that how you have to do the task part today. So let's get started. This is our task. Describe the setting of a park where a UFO is landing. You should give you some ideas or at least write some questions on your board or on your slides with the help of which the kids can get started. Who is already in the park? This is the first question. They can think about there might be kids, there might be families, there might be a picnic going on, something like this. As they're writing, they can think about anything, but you should give them that who was there. Okay, then how do they perceive what's landing? So if there were kids, what did they look at the sky? What did they think? What is the thing which is landing or just hovering in the sky? So this is another question that they have to think about and answer. How are they feeling? How do they feel? Here we have to write about the feelings of our characters or whoever is witnessing this UFO landing. How does the ambience change? This is just to bring more drama to our setting, because when the UFO is landing, there must be some sounds, there might be some lightning or some other stuff that can be going on. So they have to talk about this thing, describe the shape of the UFO without saying it's a UFO. Obviously, when you are looking at something but you are not really sure about it, you can start describing how it looks instead of quickly giving it a name. So they have to answer all of these questions along with the use of description through senses. So this is how you are setting the ground. You are giving them some clues or ideas, or you can say you are setting a boundary for them to write only about this. Remember, we are not going to write a story. This is not a story. This is just the setting description. Setting means when and where the story happens. So today's writing is only about describing the setting, but yes, we have to bring the senses description here as well. You can also help them with some words like dumbfounded, astonished. Also write that what type of words are they, adjectives, verbs, and how to use them. If they ask you that how to use the verb bobbing in the air or bobbing only. So you should have an idea to give them some sentences to explain the use of the words. Next, you can go with a sample. This is a quick little sample that I have written for you. See who is perceiving what and how. The sentence description is here. Playing cheerfully in the park. They suddenly went silent. I started with an ing starter. Did you see that? A hook starter. Okay. Not just silent, but frozen. Frozen like an ice slab. Their giggles faded and eventually died away. Giggles, it is the sense of hearing. Okay. So I'm just marking it with black. The loudest squeals, again, a verb which tells you about the sound. The loudest squeals of laughter dried up as if a cactus had overgrown their throats, sucking out all the moisture. Cactus, sense of touch. We are talking about that how spiky or itchy something is. Sucking all the moisture, you can just relate it with the sense of taste. No liquid, no moisture in your mouth, something which is related to the sense of taste. The bright sunny day turned into a dark, gloomy night. Sense of sight. Let's use green color for this. The sky changed from light blue to pitch black, accompanied by a growling roar. Roar is again growling roar. This is sense of hearing. Each of them was scared to death. Show don't tell. We are not saying they were terrified, they were petrified. We are using something like this that is giving you the intensity. Each of them was scared to death as they witnessed a spot of light hovering in the black sky, growing larger and larger, eventually transforming into a gigantic, gleaming metallic ball adorned with thousands of wee light bulbs. Now, in these lines, I have described the UFO without even telling what is it. Okay, a spot of light hovering in the black sky, growing larger and larger, transforming into a gigantic gleaming metallic ball. Okay, this looks like a metallic ball, is gigantic, it's gleaming, adorned with more description, thousands of wee light bubbles, tiny light bubbles, with an ear deafening crash. Fronted adverbial, it shattered the sky into a million pieces and landed forcefully on the gargantuan green ground of the garden. Right? So, this is how I have given the answers to all the questions which were written here. You can just compare this thing to the sample and tell children that this is how you can also frame your descriptive writing. One more thing to remember, this description is not picture description, right? It is more towards imaginative thingy. They need to think or they need to just imagine what they will be writing about. In picture description things, you have a picture that they describe. If you want to see that lesson, you can check the description box. I have already shared it there. Now you must be thinking that, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. How I'll teach this to my kids, how this will happen. There are thousands of problems and you don't have the solutions to any of them. So for that, I have one solution for you, and that is to join my creative writing teachers training workshop. It's starting on the 7th of April and it will go to the 11th of April, UAE time 7 p.m., Pakistan time 8 p.m., Indian time 8:30 p.m. Okay, don't miss this chance. Along with lots and lots of knowledge, I'm giving so many freebies, I'm giving you so many takeaways, and I'll also provide you with a certificate. So, if you want to teach kids, start learning. We struggle with creative writing because unfortunately, nobody has taught us this the right way. So, it's time to work on ourselves. Let's learn to teach further. And the summer is coming, so you can also offer the summer classes to kids if you take this workshop now. This is also one of the reason that I'm giving you this workshop in April, because in May and June you can also offer your creative writing classes. So if this is something which intrigues you, ping me, leave a comment, or join the WhatsApp group. The link is given in the description box. For any further information, please get connected with the provided group link on WhatsApp. That's all for today's video. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.